just need answers.
You built the box. Behind every door in there is a version of your life that you could have lived.
You're different, Jason. You stole me from my world, and he brought me to his world. What if the person that abducted me is me? Hey, fam.
Hello everyone, it's movie time, so get your popcorns and let's get right into it. In today's video, we will rank the top 10 greatest new Netflix, Amazon Prime, Apple TV Plus, and HBO Max shows that were released in recent months 2024. These are the most innovative and well-crafted new web series that you need to check out. This selection will include new action, adventure, horror, and science fiction series that deserve to be on your next watch list. Now, let's start the video. Number 10, My Lady Jane.
Jane thinks she can flee her destiny until she discovers lust at first sight.
What is your desire?
Independence.
Good evening!
Come with me.
As if.
It is a historical fantasy series created by Gemma Burgess. The series is based on the fantasy book My Lady Jane, and it retells the narrative of Lady Jane Grey, the ruler of England. The show centers on Jane, a young princess who finds herself dragged into the Tudor court games of politics. When King Edward VI becomes ill, he designates Jane as his replacement in order to keep half-sibling Mary from assuming the crown. But in this other history, some people have the capacity to change into animals, which gives the historical account of mystical touch. The plot of the drama begins with Jane's marriage to Guildford Dudley, who has a curse that makes him a man by nighttime and a horse by day, rendering her rise to throne more difficult. The series is highly entertaining right from the beginning, owing to its clever dialogue, interesting characters, and creative story twists. The best part is the connection that develops between Jane and her unfortunate husband Guildford, which enhances the main plot and creates an enjoyable romance subplot. Number 9, The Terminal List.
I have 12 men flying home with caskets right now. This is personal.
It is an action thriller series based on Jack Carr's 2028 book of the same name. The show starts with Navy SEAL Captain James Reese and his battalion going on a stealth assignment that goes catastrophically haywire and results in the death of everyone on the crew. Following the incident, Reese goes home with contradicting accounts of what happened and doubts about his own responsibility. But when more sinister truth come to light, he learns the real reason behind the platoon killings and finds himself targeted as well. Motivated by a family tragedy and loss of his unit, Reese begins to hunt those involved, utilizing his battle experience and army training to exact revenge, while the FBI pursues him. The series explores the fine line between pursuing justice and becoming trapped in an endless loop of revenge, as well as trauma and psychological effects of war. Number 8, Shooter.
He's a family man. He's got the kind of skills you just can't teach. Underestimate Bob Lee Swagger at your own peril. He's the real deal.
It is an action thriller drama based on the first 3 books Bob Lee Swagger series by Steve Hunter. The series began with Bob Lee Swagger, a retired military sniper with exceptional skills who received word from his former partner Isaac Johnson that he is required for his shooting skills and persuades him to assist in stopping a plot to kill the president. However, things take a turn for the worse when Bob Lee is falsely accused of carrying out the president's murder attempt, drawing him into a lethal plot involving a powerful government leaders and an unknown outfit. The narrative advances as Bob strives to avoid detection, clear his name, and discover the truth about the killing attempt. The show's action originates from an expert cat and mouse game, with a high emphasis on tactical moves and sniper skills. Despite the show was canceled after 3 seasons, action lovers will still find much to appreciate. The action, mystery, and character growth in the series are all masterfully integrated. Number 7, Dark Matter.
Man of science. He is married to the woman of his dreams, and they have a good life.
Oh my gosh, you're my hero.
Until one night, he doesn't make it home.
It is a science fiction mystery adventure series created by Blake Rauch. This one is a must-see for science fiction fans. The story follows Jason Dawson, a physics professor and a married guy who is kidnapped and sent to an altered version of his life where he wakes up and finds himself a well-known scientist without a family. As he handles this mind-bending labyrinth of different realities, Jason sets out on a trip to get back to his home world, to reconnect with his family and save them from extremely evil enemy responsible for creating a gateway to multiverse. The show investigates the decisions made in life as well as the possibilities of parallel universes in which each choice shapes a different reality. You'll be hooked on the story from the first episode. Overall, Dark Matter is an excellent mind-bending sci-fi series that succeeds in creating visually and beautiful story that never failed to attract audiences with its distinct mix of drama and futuristic fiction, as well as its beyond-the-imagination multiverse concept. Number 6. The Walking Dead, Daryl Dixon.
Daryl Dixon? I heard you were dead.
Not yet.
It is a post-apocalyptic horror drama series created by David Zabel. The show revolves around Daryl Dixon, who finds himself stranded on the shores of France. Meanwhile, Isabel, a nun affiliated with the Union of Hope, rescues and brings him to the monastery for medical care. Within the sanctuary's walls, Daryl encounters Laurent, a young boy believed to be the prophesied Messiah destined to restore humanity. Soon, tragedy strikes when soldiers from a mysterious group launch a brutal attack on the monastery, resulting in devastating losses among the nun community. Driven by a sense of duty, Daryl strikes a deal with Isabel to aid him in reaching the port city. In exchange, he will protect Laurent. The show surpasses its predecessor spin-off, The Walking Dead, with its captivating storyline and vibrant characters. Set against a backdrop of France, the show adds a unique flavor to the series, offering viewers an aesthetically pleasing and refreshing experience. Number 5. Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
He paired into the last interview.
It's an old KGB tactic. They draw less attention as a couple.
Very romantic.
It is a spy action drama created by Francesca Sloan and Donald Glover. Influenced by the same title 2005 movie, this new version retells the story with a new cast and elements of today. The plot revolves around John and Jane Smith, husband and wife, who live two lives as professional assassins. Under the outward pretense of a neighborhood couple, they handle difficult missions, deal with secrets they hide from one another, and face the difficulties of their unusual marriage. The show explores the complexities of their marriage, emphasizing the stress that their private life impose on it, as well as the value of cooperation and trust. Like the original movie, it has a light-hearted and amusing tone, but also features vigorous action scenes and high-stakes moments. Number 4. The Feed.
Imagine every human on Earth connected. In thought. In feeling.
Yeah, that's me.
In real time.
She's here. Can you see her? Beatrice Marie.
It is a science fiction drama miniseries developed by Channing Powell. The show takes place in the near-future society in which individuals have implants in their brains that connect them to a massive digital social platform known as the Feed. With the use of this technology, people quickly exchange emotions, recollections, and ideas, completely changing interpersonal interactions. The primary storyline centers on Lawrence Hartfield, the founder of Feed, and his wife Meredith, who is the chief executive officer of the firm that runs it. However, when situations go bad and users turn homicidal, the family is torn apart as they battle to manage the power they have created. The show looks into identity and privacy issues, as well as the negative sides of social media and the risks associated with constant connectivity. The story is a gripping science fiction tale that provides a terrifying look into a world where technology controls. Number 3. The Swarm.
You think they're bite marks?
What's gonna bite an orca?
Came in this morning. High fever, acute diarrhea.
Hold him down!
Fast, it's spreading. We need to get them away from the coast.
Hey, did you see that? What the hell is that?
It is a science fiction mystery series directed by Barbara Eder, Luke Watson, and Philip Stolzel. The show opens with an enigmatic situation where strange behaviors in aquatic animals have alarmed people all over the world. The main plot revolves around an international team of researchers who join together to take on one of the most challenging situations humanity has ever encountered, and learn about a chilling finding that somewhere at the bottom of the ocean resides an intelligence who has experienced the evils of human civilization in the ecosystem it inhabits and has chosen to take it back. What comes next is a desperate attempt by researchers to get in touch with the undersea civilization and averted disastrous confrontation that would indicate the outcome of human survival and the fate of the world. Thanks to amazing cinematography, the ocean sights are equally spine-tingling and striking. Though the series relies heavily on plots like Dishonest Authority, it manages to deliver a suspenseful deep-sea horror story that brings together elements of science fiction thrillers and ecological criticism to tell an interesting tale about the interaction between humans and the environment and the potential repercussions of what we do to it. Number 2. Those About to Die.
Life is of little value in Rome, living in the shadow of the rich and powerful. But all of this is about to change.
It is a 2024 historical drama series that takes place in a violent arena of gladiator combat in ancient Rome. The story revolves around the daily affairs of the trainers, political leaders, and gladiators as they negotiate the perilous arena where the public witnesses acts of life and death on a regular basis. The narrative primarily centers on 3 characters: an attractive young lady who gets entangled with political intrigues of the empire, an experienced gladiator fighting for freedom, and a clever trainer who struggles to strike a balance between the requirements of the arena and the fluctuating loyalties of the Roman elite. Highlights of the series includes the grueling training regimens for gladiators, the corrupt politics of the Senate or Rome, and the luxurious but dangerous lives of the elite, all of which are wonderfully portrayed. The drama dazzles with its intricate sets and accurate portrayals of the lethal games of ancient Rome, drawing viewers into the era while striking a balance between action-packed scenes and rich, character-centered narrative. Number 1. The Lazarus Project.
Freaks you out at first, doesn't it?
I need to know what's going on.
We're a top-secret organization dedicated to preventing and undoing mass extinction events. Oh, and we can make time go backwards. Welcome to the Lazarus Project.
It is a sci-fi thriller series created by Joe Barton. The show focuses on Gorge, a tech specialist who finds himself trapped in a recurring temporal loop. Eventually, he meets Archie, an enigmatic woman who informed him about the Lazarus Project, a convert organization with the amazing power to turn time back to July 1st whenever mankind faces imminent danger. The Lazarus Project's agents are tasked with putting an end to the incident, or reducing its impact on mankind on the interim. George, considered a mutant, was granted entry into the group due to his genetic ability to sense these time loops. But after many years of service, George sadly observes his wife Sarah die in a terrible accident, and is faced with a difficult decision of whether to choose to let play out as they naturally would, or to step in and change the course of events so that the woman he loves survives. Beyond its thrilling and action-packed exterior, this show is ideal for binge-watching due to its consistent pacing and well-balanced tone. That's it for today. Please subscribe to our channel to see more videos about movies and series suggestions.